gimmicks. Yeah. No gimmicks, taking over, no limits. Motivation, the truth inside everything you are hearing. Important live, know you feel it. Wrestling is everything that we will know with special meaning. We on it live with no gimmicks. No gimmicks.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy Todd Smith here once again, alongside my tag team partner Dale Clifford out there in Fernley, Nevada. Welcome to yet another episode of the No Gimmicks Podcast, broadcasting on the 3 and Out Radio Network. Dale, what is good, my man?
What is up, Todd? Going to do a little bit of indie wrestling focus again tonight with another indie wrestler, but I got to give a quick shout out to my alma mater, going back to the Sweet 16 for the first time since 2004. So that is very, very awesome for that. I can't wait for a Thursday night's game. And now time for us to get to work here.
Hell, Muthaflippin, yeah. The Pat did it. Yeah. So you're probably saying, hey, Todd, what's up with that whole thing, the whole Muthaflippin thing? Well, that's because we got my man RJ Muthaflippin Morgan joining us on the No Gimmicks Podcast this week. RJ, what's good, my man? Tell us about what you got going on out there on the West Coast.
What's up? What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's me, RJ Muthaflippin Morgan. That's right. Yeah, usually you're used to seeing me on the East Coast, but today I had to make a trip to the West Coast because it's Adam Levine's birthday. We got a party going on, you know, the superstar lifestyle I live get you into all these exclusive parties.
Hey, RJ, we got to talk, man. We got to exchange contacts after the show, all right? Because I want to see what you got with this whole party thing you got going on, man.
Hey, no problem, man. No problem. Like I tell all my friends, you know, you roll with me, you can get about anywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I'm going to hold you to that, man. All right. Hey, so first things first here. Talking about your career, man. Who trained you and how long have you been in the professional wrestling business for?
I actually started back in 2006. The trainer that I had, his name is Donnie Vu. He ran a company, UWC, one of the biggest running companies on the East Coast. I was very, very glad to be a part of that. I was training for about, I think, 6 years before I started hitting the road. So I was really dedicated to perfecting my craft before I went out there.
Okay, good stuff, man. So now, Dale, what you got next for RJ?
What are some of your signature moves and the name of your finisher?
Signature moves. Well, I'm all about 3 things when I'm in the ring, and those things are hits, kicks, and flips. So any variation of those 3, I'm a brawler by choice and then flipper by style, I like to say. So I do a lot of moonsaults, a lot of dives, a lot of strikes, a lot of kicks, buzzsaw, you know, super kicks. I try to watch my super kicks now. Apparently everybody wants to do it. So, you know, it's not as cool, but, and then my finisher, I like to call it the Flippinator. And basically it's a cross between a suplex and a cutter, if you will. I go up as like I'm going for a suplex and turn down, coming down with a cutter. And usually that's all it takes. Okay,
so now wait a second. I have a follow-up question here. You're from North Carolina, and there are some dudes in the WWE who have kind of a similar mantra, except for you threw flips on the end of it. So I must ask, if it were to go down, man, if you were to run to either Scott Dawson or Dash Wilder, man, it sounds to me like y'all are going to have some sort of a beef here. Am I not right about that, RJ?
There might be a little bit of the beef just because they're all about, you know, hits and no flips. But me, man, I'm a little more flashy. You know, I definitely took the style, you know, seeing, you know, Scott Dawson come up in the independents, you know, about the same time that I started. You know, he had a real big following. I love his style, you know, his striking style. So I did take a little bit of that, but like I said, they're all about getting business done, where I'm about getting business done, but looking good at it.
Okay. All right, hey, you gotta have your own little individual twist on everything you do, man. So, hey, speaking of that, how in the hell did this whole Muthaflippin thing come to be? Who gave you that nickname, bro?
um, Pretty much, it was the second coming of my character. The first character that I came up with, I was really big into like the punk rock scene. So I did like a little glam punk game. I was known as AOP, the Ace of Punk.
Huh.
But I got to a point where like, people love this character, people love this, but I want people to love me. So pretty much that's how it came to be. Like, this is who I am. Like, I'm a big freaking deal. Like, I'm a BAMF, a bad A mother flipper, as I like to call. You know what I'm saying? And this is
Okay.
what you get.
I can get down with that. So now, hey, recently Sean and Bridget were him and I believe it is. We're our
Yes,
guests on the No
yes.
Gimmicks podcast. They're a part of a stable with you guys. So Dale, what's the next question you got here for RJ?
Yeah. So, speaking of that, how did you end up becoming a member of the Shine Squad?
That was real easy, actually. We pretty much ended up all in the same building at the same time, and we all had the same desire and the same passion for this business. So it wasn't nothing real hard to get together. And a lot of people look at us and be like, wow, there's so many like individual people, as far as like styles and repertoire and things like that. But what they fail to realize is we all help each other on our craft. So we might not be a big fan of their style or the thing that they do, but we're always there, for each other. Pretty much we all got in there. Where we actually train at is called Shine, and we were like, hey man, if we're going to do it, let's do it big. Let's squad it out. Everybody's got a squad. Why can't we have a squad? So we did it.
Gotcha. Okay. So now hold that thought because later on, towards the end of this interview, we have a whole entire section that's going to be dedicated to the members of your squad here. So we're going to go ahead
Yes.
and ask you some other questions in regards to, so which promotions have you wrestled for? Like, I don't know how many, if there's a whole lot, like what would you say would be like your top ones that you've wrestled for, I guess?
We have right now, I have been working mostly on getting out of North Carolina. I've been contacting people outside with different states and stuff like that because for 2018, I wanted to make my goal to get myself out there. I don't want to just be known in North Carolina. I want to be known in New Jersey, South Carolina, Virginia, East Coast, West Coast. I want to put myself out there. But as far as some of the companies that I worked for out here, I've worked for NWA, AIWF Shockwave, UWC I ran for a long time, Crew, they're no longer running, but I had a lot of experience in there. I was a champion there. UPWA out in Wilmington, a bunch of different companies out here.
Good stuff, man. Dale, what you got next for RJ?
Do you usually work as a good guy or a bad guy?
I at this point in my career, I think I'm like a professional tweener. I would say honestly, I my style kind of goes within both ways. You know what I'm feeling? I'm really good at as far as pleasing the crowd with babyface, but my cocky superstar money hungry attitude kind of says otherwise to other people. They're like, ugh.
Hey, you can't be loved by everyone, right?
Hey man.
Hey, so which wrestlers would you say have inspired you in your career, RJ?
Wow, that is such a great question. I always, when I say this to other people, because I do get this question a lot, I always look at like the different eras of wrestling, and I was like, each era of wrestling, has their own particular thing that I like. Like, I can't just be like, oh, that's my all-time favorite wrestler, because I feel like each one had bring something different to the table that I respect. So as far as like going back to, the old 80s, a big Flair fan, definitely. I mean, I'm from
Woo!
Carolina, Come on now, that's like a gimme.
Mhm.
The Horsemen go down, R. Anderson. Then I grew up basically in the Attitude Era. So Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock. Actually, The Rock was my all-time favorite, even back when he was like in the corporation. Everybody was
Okay.
like booing him, and I was like, no, man, The Rock is going to be it, man. I'm telling you, just because I love the things that he would say and the things that he would come up with. You know, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, our lifestyles right now are pretty much almost equal.
Well, hey, think about it. He's the Rock, and sounds to me like you living like a rock star, right?
Exactly. That's what now I'm over here like, oh, maybe I can't say, but maybe I could say my favorite wrestler is The Rock.
Okay. Yeah, hey, there's nothing wrong with that. There's probably about 100 million other people who would agree with you on that. Then what you got next for him?
So, what would be your most memorable match, good or bad, and what made it so memorable?
Probably the most memorable match I ever had in my life was a 4-way in a cage. And it was my first experience ever being in a cage. And of course, with me, with, my quote unquote high flying, I, of course, went to the extreme and did a moonsault from the top of the cage onto all three opponents. So that's probably the most. I still have nightmares about that.
How did it feel, man, when you hit the mat?
Honestly, the cool thing about it is that it is on YouTube along with the RJ Morgan highlight video. Hey,
Okay.
it is on YouTube, and if you zoom in, you can see the strand of urine that's following me as I'm peeing my pants on the way down.
Wow.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. It's not that bad, but it was pretty intense. It was pretty intense.
I was about to say that brings a whole new meaning to the phrase "scared the piss out of you," huh? Hey, so now we just heard about how you impede your pants on the way down from the top of the cage, man. Outside of pro wrestling, what would you say are some of your hobbies and interests?
Pretty much. I just try to keep, honestly, I try to keep a low profile when I'm out and about, just because fans and flash photography. I also have to buy stock in Tylenol because of all the bright lights giving me headaches. I try to keep it low key. So I do things leisurely around the house. Like I like to garden. Gardening's
Really?
pretty cool. Yeah, man. I have a green thumb.
Okay.
I have a green thumb.
Are you at liberty to say what type of crops you're dealing with your gardening?
Probably medicinal. Probably medicinal. I am a
Okay.
high flyer.
All right.
I am a high flyer.
Just because of like what state you live in, whatnot, I'm not sure how far you wanted to go into that.
Oh no, I definitely didn't buy the crop here. I definitely
Okay.
bought the crop.
Okay.
Yeah, out of state. Yeah. When
Yeah.
you have enough money, you manage it correctly.
Uh-huh. Yeah, man. Because I just want to say, this is going out to the public here, so watch your
Oh
words,
man.
brother. Don't want you
Oh
to
yeah.
incriminate yourself on a No Games podcast.
I can't do that. By the way, I don't know whose crop that is. Who is RJ Morgan? That's what we're trying to find out.
Never heard of him, man.
Yeah, who's this guy? But no, and I also I have 2 kids, so I spend a lot of my time with my kids. They're actually really big wrestling fans, so they're 5 and 15 months, and they put me in more holds than I've ever been in my life. So,
Oh, I believe it, man. Good stuff. Dale, what you got next for RJ?
So, if you could go back in time to when you were getting ready to start, what would you right now tell your beginning self back then?
honestly, I would tell myself not to be so nice. I'm pretty much one of the nicest guys it is when it comes to the business, I feel like. But then again, in my early career, see, when I started out, I was 16 years old, so I was really young and naive.
Yeah.
So I
Okay.
probably didn't. Yeah, I probably didn't make the best choices, and it kind of in a longer term kind of affected my career. I feel like for the beginning, but I felt like I did overcome that hump when I did change my character and things like that. So one thing I would say is, don't let your eyes get too big.
Okay. Yeah, man. There are lots of sharks in the pro wrestling business. So you gotta be careful who you swim with, right?
I know that's right, especially coming out being 16 years old, thinking that I was an adult. Ha.
Yeah, and then reality give you an open-handed slap to the face.
Oh yeah, right.
Hey, so let's talk about goals here, man. Career goals. What is your end game in the pro wrestling business at the end of the day?
At the end of the day, I think my goal is probably about the same as almost every other wrestler out there, is to make it on the big stage, the grand stage, making it to WWE. And I'm really excited about that because beforehand in past years, I've been really skeptical about saying that because of my stature. I only stand at 5'3", but I like to say that I'm bigger than me in my head. So I'm a smaller guy, you know what I'm saying? So it was always taught that, like, they wanted this look, this look, this look, this look. And now, we got NXT and 205 Live, and they've got the same, height and build as me. And it's actually giving me that hope. Plus my favorite color is purple, and that cruiserweight belt looks so nice.
Okay, yeah, man. Hey, you know what? I got the chance to interview Ray, man. I just look at the size of some of these dudes, like Callisto. I mean, shoot, you can't be no shorter than either one of them. So,
oh yeah,
it's about the heart, man.
Yeah, and if I need to, I can get at least 2-inch lifts on my boots, and I can be 5'5".
Right on, man. Hey, so we have a little section here. If you're a fan of Florida Georgia Line by any chance, this section is called "Get Your Shine On." And
Get your shine on.
All about your crew, man. The Shine Squad. So I'm gonna go ahead and let Dale kick it off with the first question here.
All right.
So, which member of the Shine Squad would you like to have a match against, and any particular stipulation?
Oh, good one. Right now I kind of have my eye on Austin Shadows.
Okay.
Right now, yeah, I'm kind of feeling him out. I'm seeing what he's doing in the ring. I'm liking what he's doing. He's really taking this character on to next work, and I want to be the one to give him that push. So if it was anybody in the Shine Squad right now, it'd probably be Austin Shadows. And on a special type of match, I'm honestly down for anything, but I think to bring it out, like to bring the best out of him, and to bring the best out of me, and to overcome my obstacle when I'm thinking about being in a ring with somebody of his mental caliber, I say it's got to be hardcore.
Okay. So keep in mind who our guests are on the No Gimmicks podcast next week.
Okay, all right.
Jackson Shadows. So I'm going to ask them the same question. And by some chance, he says the same answer. We got to book this somewhere and make it happen, man.
We're going to make it happen. If it's, oh man, if he's game, I'm always ready for a fight. That's one thing about RJ Muthaflippin Morgan.
Okay.
He is always ready for a fight.
All right, now. Hey, so which one of the 6 of y'all, because there's 6 of you guys total, right?
Oh man, I'm gonna have to do it in my head. There's a little more than 6. There's 7.
There's 7?
Yeah, there's 7.
Okay.
There's him and I. That's 2. That's right. Bridget and Sean. Then there's the Hounds. That's Gary and Austin.
Right.
Then we have Jesse, myself, Stephanie Diamond, and we also have DA Assassin.
Oh, so y'all have 8.
Oh, dang. We have DA Assassin, and I also forgot RTG. RTG is in there in the Shine Squad as well.
Damn. Okay, no, we didn't realize that there were so many of you guys. I thought there was only about 6 because our goal was to have all of you guys on. So after the show, we're going to talk and make sure that we have a way to reach out to those other few members too, because we want to have every single one of you guys on our show as guests. But the question I have, I guess, out of like the 9 of y'all, however many there are, who would you say is the sharpest dresser?
Sharpest dresser. Oh man, I don't know. I'm pretty fly. I do have a lot of suits, but then I've also seen him and I out on date night, and I gotta say, man, Sean Cruz in a tie and Bridget in her little red dress. Okay, that was pretty snazzy.
Okay, I think I saw a pic from Valentine's Day with him where he was rocking like a black suit with a red tie. That's what you're referring to?
Oh yeah. Okay. I would say he's second because I would say I would be the best dressed, but I don't want to sound too conceited.
Right on, man. Good stuff. Dale, what you got next for him?
So if you were in a bar fight, who from your group is going to get behind you first?
Oh, hands down, DA Assassin. Hands down. Me and a little bit back towards back when I first started, some of the members that I mentioned were original people that I trained with, DA Assassin being one of them. So I know hands down, we're in the bar and he's throwing down. Some people have to give a look or a nod. I don't even have to do that. I know he's got it 100%. He's just about as crazy as I am. Okay. Except for he's bigger, so he's more intimidating.
All right. Yeah, now I want to meet this cat, man. I want to see who he is and what he's all about. And as you told us a little bit about him. So now to kind of follow up on that question, and this will be the final one for Get Your Shine On. Which stable would you like to see the Shine Squad face off against? If you could choose any stable in wrestling.
Any stable in wrestling? Oh. I think any stable. That's a good one. I haven't thought about that. For accomplishment purposes, probably I would like to take on the top stables. I would say like the Shield or something like that, just to say we did it. And as far as something that would be entertaining and fun, I would love to take on like the New Day.
Okay. So if it's only 3 of them, which 3 of y'all would go up against the New Day? Name your 2 other partners.
Well, I think I would have to be the one up against Kofi for sure. I mean, high flying. Let's see who else. Probably DA. I would need somebody big to
counter Big E, right?
E. And then I guess who would be my third? Actually, my third would probably be girl Jesse Air Jordan.
Okay, to go up against Xavier.
Yeah, Jesse Jordan should be up there against Xavier, and she's the beast of the East, man, and she would have it.
All right. Hey, you know what? That would be some good stuff to see, no doubt, man. But hey, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this on up here. So at this time, we would like to give you the opportunity to promote any shows, upcoming appearances, or projects which you're involved in. At this time, RJ, the floor is yours.
All right. First off, I want to give out a shout out to Shine Squad. Of course, those are my peeps, and we shine best together. What's up? I also want to give out a shout out to Crab Wrestling out in Southern Maryland. If you haven't checked that out, definitely want to check that out. There's a couple of people that I have my eye on in that promotion. We got Isaiah Frazier, and there's a big mother trucker that needs to see bad Muthaflippin. I'll tell you that right now.
Okay.
Definitely anybody out there that's seen this and thinks that they can take on RJ, well, drop it in the DMs. I will show up. It doesn't matter where, doesn't matter when. Just tell me now. I'm always ready for a fight.
All right. The man has said his piece. So, hey, also tell our viewers how they can reach out to you on social media.
You can always check out my page, RJMF Morgan. That's facebook.com/RJMF Morgan. That's my page. I throw everything up there on my photos. I also have Instagram, RJMF Morgan, Snapchat, RJ Muthaflippin, MUTHAFLIPPIN. I think it's Muthaflippin, actually.
Okay. All right. So, yeah. So, we're going to go with the PG version for that. Hey, so one thing is for sure. I wish we could sit up here and talk to my dude, RJ, all night long, but he's got a party he's got to get to out there in the West Coast. So
I do. I'm actually right here. I've been in the parking lot, and they've been looking at me for the past, 15 minutes.
Oh, okay. All right. So we got to get you out the car, man, so nobody be looking at you all suspicious and everything. Hey, so thank you for tuning in for this episode of the No Gimmicks Podcast for our interview with RJ Muthaflippin Morgan. We are No Gimmicks, No Image, all wrestling all the time. Please subscribe, like, comment, and share our videos.
No gimmicks. Yeah. No gimmicks, taking over, no limits. Motivation, the truth inside everything you are hearing. Important live, know you feel it. Wrestling is everything that we will